The team at Technology for Hotels knows how busy you are, so we've created this concise briefing to keep you up to date on key happenings in the hotel industry. Let's dive in. It's been quite a year, hasn't it? Record-breaking growth seems to be the headline across the board. Marriott, Hilton Choice Hotels, they're all reporting impressive expansion.
It certainly points to a strong resurgence in travel and a lot of confidence in the industry's future. What's interesting is where that growth is concentrated. Marriott, for instance, saw significant growth in the Asia-Pacific region, excluding China, adding over 123,000 rooms globally. This suggests a strategic focus on diversifying beyond traditional markets.
And Hilton, they hit a milestone with their biggest single-year expansion ever, adding nearly 100,000 rooms. That's a remarkable achievement, especially considering the economic uncertainties we've seen globally.
Indeed. And this growth isn't limited to just the giants. Choice Hotels, known for their extended stay model, also had a record year with 61 new openings in that segment. This suggests a growing demand for longer-term accommodations, perhaps driven by the rise of remote work and leisure travel.
It's a trend worth watching, for sure. And speaking of trends, Minor Hotels is making a bold move, aiming to surpass 850 properties by 2027. They're specifically looking to diversify beyond their European base, expanding aggressively in Asia and Australia and New Zealand.
That's a significant expansion plan. It seems they're recognizing the growth potential in these regions and positioning themselves to capitalize on it.
And let's not forget the luxury market. Four Seasons is planning a major expansion, aiming to operate 180 properties worldwide by 2033. It seems luxury travel is far from fading, even with economic concerns. But here's a question for you. Are these travelers seeking the same kind of luxuries before? Or is the definition of luxury evolving?
That's a great question, and I think it's something luxury brands are grappling with right now. While traditional markers of luxury like opulence and exclusivity remain important, there's a growing emphasis on experiences, personalization, and values. Travelers are looking for something more than just a beautiful room. They want a stay that aligns with their personal beliefs and provides a sense of meaning and connection.
That makes sense. Speaking of shaking things up, there's big news about the return of a familiar name, Starwood Hotels.
Yes, Barry Sternlicht, the original founder of Starwood, is bringing it back under his company SH Hotels and Resorts. They already have plans for openings in Australia, with a One Hotel and Homes in Melbourne in 2025 and a Treehouse Hotel in Adelaide in 2027.
It'll be interesting to see how this impacts the existing landscape. And it's not just new brands emerging. We're also seeing a surge in acquisitions and investments, another sign of confidence in the market.
Absolutely. EVT, for example, is aggressively growing its Ridges portfolio in Australia and New Zealand. The newly transformed Ridges Australia Square in Sydney is their 45th property, demonstrating their commitment to expansion in the region.
And then there's Art Capital Partners, who are teaming up with Lead Global to create a co-branded hotel fund. Their acquisition of the Melbourne Place Hotel indicates a strategic focus on repositioning existing assets. As hotel industry leaders, you know how crucial that is in a competitive market.
Indeed. And even in the economy segment, we see expansion. Best Western's SureStay brand is adding the new in Richmond in New South Wales. It highlights the importance of providing affordable comfort in strategic locations.
It seems every segment is seeing growth. Accor, for instance, is expanding their upscale apartment hotel brand, the Siebel, with the addition of the Siebel Melbourne Q. This speaks to the rising demand for apartment-style accommodations, offering more space and amenities for travelers.
It's catering to a shift in traveler preferences, especially for longer stays or those seeking a more home-like experience. Speaking of catering to travelers, the Australian Open's partnership with Marriott Bonvoy was a clever move.
It was a win-win, showcasing the power of strategic collaborations. Marriott Bonvoy gained visibility and engaged its members, while the Australian Open had a reliable accommodation partner. It's a model worth studying for those looking to leverage partnerships effectively.
And speaking of strategic insights, the latest report from Data Travel on Chinese New Year travel trends offers a valuable glimpse into traveler preferences. They're reporting a 48% increase in outbound hotel bookings for the 2025 holiday period compared to 2024.
A 48% increase. That's significant. Where are these travelers heading?
Japan tops the list with bookings tripling year on year. Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, the UAE, the USA, Australia, Spain, and Italy are also seeing increased interest.
So a mix of familiar favorites and new destinations emerging. It seems travelers are eager to explore a wide range of options. But here's a curious data point. While global average daily rates are up 10% year over year, there's a noticeable shift away from five-star hotels. Bookings in that segment are actually down, while 3- and 4-star accommodations are seeing increased demand. What do you make of that shift?
It's an interesting development, and it could point to several factors. It might be a sign of travelers becoming more cost-conscious in a time of economic uncertainty, seeking quality and comfort, but at a more accessible price point.
That's a good point. It suggests a need to reevaluate the value proposition of 5-star hotels. Perhaps they need to focus on delivering truly exceptional experiences that justify the premium price tag.
Absolutely. And it also speaks to the rising quality and offerings of 3- and 4-star hotels. They're upping their game, providing more amenities and experiences that might have once been exclusive to luxury properties.
This certainly makes the hotel landscape more dynamic and competitive. And speaking of competition, let's move on to some key leadership changes that are shaping the industry.
Salter Brothers Hospitality is making headlines with several strategic appointments as they embark on a new phase of growth. Under the leadership of CEO Tash Tobias, they've brought in Victoria Peterson as Director of Marketing Performance, Sandra Klubrog as Regional General Manager, David McDonald as General Manager at Milton Park Country House Hotel and Spa, and Sean O'Brien as Regional General Manager for Hunter Valley.
Those are some significant additions to their team. And it's not just about new hires. They've also promoted Raphael Antonini to Chief Development Officer, demonstrating their commitment to nurturing internal talent.
It's a smart approach, recognizing and rewarding existing talent while bringing in fresh perspectives from outside.
And it's not just Salter Brothers making moves. Crystal Brook Collection has announced several general manager appointments across their Australian properties, all through internal promotions.
This highlights a commitment to cultivating talent within their ranks, ensuring a smooth transition of leadership, and maintaining their culture of excellence.
It's a trend worth noticing, especially for those of you focused on talent retention and development. And let's not forget the numerous other general manager appointments happening across the industry at properties like Mercure Sydney, Manly, Warringah, Quest, Yelverton, Kalgoorlie, the Savoy Hotel, Melbourne TFE Hotels, Mercure Newcastle Ridges, Norwest Sydney, and Mercure Hotels. It demonstrates the constant dynamism and flow of talent within the industry. But now let's delve into a topic that's creating quite a buzz: artificial intelligence and its potential to transform the hotel landscape.
This is where it gets really exciting. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has unveiled a new AI model called Operator, which can handle real-time online transactions. Imagine booking a room, ordering room service, or getting directions simply by talking to a virtual assistant.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's becoming reality. What are the implications of this for hotels and the guest experience?
Operator can interact with websites, fill out forms, and navigate checkout processes, streamlining tasks that typically require human intervention. This has the potential to revolutionize guest service, offering 24/7 personalized assistance, instant responses to inquiries, and automated bookings and payments.
That would free up staff to focus on more complex tasks and create a more seamless and efficient experience for guests. But are there any concerns or challenges associated with this level of AI integration?
Of course. While incredibly promising, this technology is still in its early stages. Operators can sometimes misunderstand instructions or generate incorrect responses. OpenAI is refining the model, but it's crucial to acknowledge the limitations and potential pitfalls.
It's a reminder that we need to proceed with caution and address any ethical and practical implications. The goal should be to enhance human interaction, not replace it entirely. We want to create a seamless and enjoyable experience for guests while empowering our staff to provide even better service.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance, and that's something we'll continue to explore as AI evolves and becomes more integrated into the hospitality industry.
It's definitely development to watch closely.
Speaking of developments, what are your thoughts on the trends we've discussed so far? Any particular areas that resonate with you or spark your curiosity? It's fascinating to see how the industry is responding to changing traveler preferences.
It really is. We've seen the rise of extended stay hotels, the shift towards 3- and 4-star accommodations, and the growing popularity of apartment-style hotels like the Siebel.
It suggests travelers are looking for more than just a place to sleep. They want comfort, flexibility, and a sense of home, whether traveling for business or leisure.
And of course, technology continues to shape the guest experience, from booking platforms to mobile check-in and now AI-powered assistants. It's playing a bigger role than ever.
It's exciting to see how technology can personalize the guest journey, streamline operations, and boost efficiency. The possibilities with AI seem endless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, the human element of hospitality technology can be a powerful tool. But the warmth, empathy, and care from hotel staff are what truly create memorable experiences.
Couldn't agree more. It's about finding the right balance, using technology to enhance human interaction, not replace it. After all, hospitality is about making people feel welcome and valued.
Well said. Speaking of creating a positive environment, we've seen some significant leadership changes across various hotel groups.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the importance of strong leadership in driving success in this industry?
Leadership is absolutely crucial, especially in such a dynamic and competitive field. Effective leaders are visionaries who can anticipate trends, inspire their teams, and navigate challenges with resilience.
It's interesting that many of these leadership changes reflect a commitment to diversity, inclusion, and internal talent development. Solder Brothers Hospitality, for instance, has appointed several women to key leadership roles, while Crystalbrook Collection has focused on promoting from within.
It's encouraging to see a diverse and inclusive leadership team brings fresh perspectives, fosters innovation, and creates a more engaging and supportive workplace.
And promoting from within recognizes existing talent, rewards loyalty, and ensures a smooth transition of knowledge and expertise.
It's a win-win for everyone involved. It strengthens employee loyalty, boosts morale, and ultimately leads to a more positive work culture, which translates into better experiences for guests.
It's a great reminder that investing in your people is just as important as investing in technology or infrastructure.
Absolutely. A motivated and engaged workforce is the backbone of any successful hotel.
We've discussed the growth of 3- and 4-star hotels. But what about the luxury segment? Is there still a place for 5-star hotels in a world that seems increasingly focused on value and affordability?
That's a great question. While we are seeing a shift towards more budget-friendly options, the luxury segment will always have its niche. There will always be travelers who seek the ultimate in comfort, exclusivity, and personalized service.
Do you think luxury hotels need to adapt to stay relevant in this changing landscape?
Absolutely. Luxury hotels need to go beyond opulent accommodations and amenities. They need to create truly immersive and unforgettable experiences that cater to the evolving desires of discerning travelers. This might involve focusing on unique destinations, offering hyper-personalized services, or incorporating sustainability and wellness into their offerings.
It sounds like luxury is becoming less about material possessions and more about experiences, personalization, and values.
Precisely, luxury hotels need to offer something truly unique and memorable that justifies the premium price tag. It's about crafting an experience that goes beyond the physical space and connects with the traveler on a deeper level.
Speaking of memorable experiences, the Australian Open's collaboration with Marriott Bonvoy was a great example of this successful strategic partnership.
It was a perfect example of two brands leveraging their strengths to create a mutually beneficial relationship. Marriott Bonvoy gained visibility and engaged its members, while the Australian Open secured a reliable accommodation partner.
It shows the power of aligning brand values and creating a win-win scenario. Marriott Bonvoy tapped into the global audience of the Australian Open and showcased its offerings to a wider market. They even went beyond providing accommodations, creating exclusive experiences for their members, like behind-the-scenes tours and meet and greets with players.
It added value to the membership program and enhanced the guest experience, highlighting the growing importance of partnerships and collaborations in the hospitality industry.
Now shifting to some data insights. Data Travel reported a significant increase in outbound hotel bookings for the 2025 Chinese New Year holiday period, with Japan emerging as the top destination.
This surge in travel demand is a positive sign for the global tourism industry. It indicates a renewed desire to explore and experience new cultures.
It's interesting to see the range of destinations attracting Chinese travelers from Southeast Asia to the US, Europe, and Australia. It seems they're becoming more adventurous and seeking a wider variety of experiences.
And as travel restrictions ease and confidence in international travel grows, this trend is likely to continue.
The rise of AI and its potential to revolutionize the way hotels operate and interact with guests is a hot topic.
AI is undoubtedly transforming the travel and hospitality industries, from chatbots and personalized recommendations to the potential of OpenAI's Operator. AI is streamlining processes and enhancing guest experiences.
Well, AI offers incredible possibilities. It's crucial to approach its implementation thoughtfully. We must remember that hospitality is ultimately a human-centric industry.
The key is to strike a balance, leveraging AI to enhance human interaction, not replace it. The warmth, empathy, and genuine care of hotel staff are irreplaceable.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the growing importance of sustainability and wellness.
It's a trend we can't ignore. More and more travelers are seeking hotels that align with their values and offer experiences that promote well-being.
Sustainability is now a core value, driving decision-making in the industry. Hotels are implementing eco-friendly practices, from energy conservation to sourcing local and sustainable products.
And they're focusing on creating spaces and experiences that promote physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Things like healthy food options, fitness facilities, spa treatments, and even mindfulness programs.
It seems travelers want more than just relaxation. They want to return home feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and inspired.
And hotels are responding by creating experiences that nurture the whole person. It's a positive shift for both guests and the industry.
Now let's revisit the return of the iconic Starwood Hotels brand. This is a major development that could reshape the industry. What impact do you foresee?
The return of Starwood with its legacy and strong following is a significant event. Barry Sternlicht's decision to relaunch it under SH Hotels and Resorts is a strategic move that could disrupt the existing competitive landscape.
With plans for openings in Australia, including a One Hotel and Homes in Melbourne and a Treehouse Hotel in Adelaide, they seem poised to make a big impact.
The One Hotel brand, known for its sustainability and nature-inspired design, is likely to resonate with travelers seeking eco-conscious and wellness-oriented experiences, and the Treehouse Hotel, with its whimsical aesthetic, could appeal to a younger demographic looking for unique and Instagrammable stays.
It will be fascinating to see how Starwood positions itself in the market and differentiates its offerings. The competition is fierce, but with Sternlicht's vision and experience, they have a good chance of success.
The hospitality industry thrives on innovation and disruption, and the return of Starwood adds an exciting new chapter to the story.
Speaking of a disruption, the rise of alternative accommodations is reshaping the hospitality landscape. Platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo have made it easier than ever for travelers to find unique and often more affordable lodging options. How do you see this trend impacting the industry?
It's a significant development that's creating both challenges and opportunities for traditional hotels. On one hand, hotels are facing increased competition from alternative accommodations, particularly in destinations where hotel inventory is limited or prices are high, but it's also pushing hotels to innovate and differentiate their offerings.
Hotels are recognizing they need to offer more than just a place to stay. They're focusing on experiences that cater to specific needs and preferences, whether it's a business traveler looking for a productive workspace or a family seeking kid-friendly amenities.
And they're emphasizing personalized service loyalty programs and the overall guest experience to create a competitive advantage.
It's a smart strategy by focusing on their unique strengths and providing exceptional service drafts. Hotels can appeal to travelers who value consistency, reliability, and personalized attention.
Now let's shift our focus to the evolving role of technology in the guest experience.
Technology is transforming how we travel and experience hospitality, from online booking and mobile check-in to keyless entry. It's all about streamlining processes and enhancing convenience for guests.
And technology can personalize the experience through tailored recommendations and in-room entertainment systems that cater to individual preferences.
But it's important to remember that technology should enhance, not replace human interaction. The human touch is still essential in hospitality.
The goal is to strike a balance, using technology to empower staff to provide even better service and create more meaningful connections with guests.
That's a great point. As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought. The hospitality industry is constantly evolving, driven by changing traveler preferences, technological advancements, and global trends to thrive in this dynamic environment. Hotels need to be agile, innovative, and guest-centric.
Embracing change, anticipating future trends, and consistently seeking ways to enhance the guest experience are key to success.
The future of hospitality is bright for those who are willing to adapt, innovate, and create truly exceptional experiences for their guests.
That wraps up this week's 5-Star Weekly Briefing.
Thanks for tuning in and staying informed with the latest in the hotel industry.
It's certainly been a whirlwind tour of the industry's latest developments.
We've covered a lot of ground, from record growth and acquisitions to leadership shifts, evolving guest preferences, and the rise of AI.
It's clear the hotel industry is not standing still. It's adapting, innovating, and finding new ways to thrive in a constantly changing world.
Out of all the trends we've discussed, is there one you're particularly excited to see unfold in the coming year?
For me, it's the continued integration of AI and how it reshapes the guest experience. There are so many possibilities, but it's crucial to get it right, focusing on enhancing human interaction, not replacing it.
I agree. It's a delicate balance to strike. I'm particularly interested in how hotels will navigate the rise of alternative accommodations and the increasing demand for sustainable and wellness-focused experiences.
Those are definitely trends to keep an eye on. They're forcing the industry to rethink its approach and find new ways to meet evolving guest expectations.
It's an exciting time to be a part of the world of hospitality.
Absolutely. It's an industry that's constantly evolving, and that's what keeps it so dynamic and engaging.
Well, that wraps up this week's 5-Star Weekly Briefing.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you found these insights valuable, and we look forward to bringing you more industry updates next week.